Hello and welcome to I Am Geek, and this is episode 164. I'm Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Katrin. And tonight, he's back again. He's been gone for a while. He's been hiding out. I don't know if he's been in Chris's vault. Do you still have that vault, Chris?
Oh, I gotta check on that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh wow.
Our
no
friend,
bad in there, man.
Yeah.
There is no plumbing in there.
There's not.
just a peanut butter jar and an empty peanut butter jar.
Floor.
Yeah. Anyways, Animator Ray Chase, that's what we call him around here, I guess. Ray Chase is back with us. How you doing, Ray?
I am doing fine. Thanks for having me back on the show.
Hey.
Things have changed since I've been here last.
Yes, you. This is your first time being back since we've been live streaming on YouTube, which you can find on YouTube.
I got no heads up, so I popped in tonight, and everyone's got like the cool lights on them and backgrounds, and I'm all unwashed and in the dark.
Mood lighting. You got mood lighting.
I thought this was just a voice show. I didn't know.
Chris, you gotta tell your people in the vault about this stuff.
Yes. There's no plumbing or showers in the vault, so
no, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
You get what you get. A greasy, slimy me.
But it's September, so of course that means we're continuing HallowGEEK because we started early. So you're here for HallowGEEK. It's not even October yet. We started back. So we're going to do some Halloween-y stuff later, and I think I have some Halloween news too. Ooh. Halloween. Oh man, we still have the same effects here, Ray. Same effects. Katrin's mouth trumpet. He does all of our effects for us.
That's it. In the credits.
It's in the
mouth trumpet.
That should be the name of your band. Or Katrin and the Mouth Trumpets. Anyways, we can go on.
I don't know if I want to see that band.
Oh, man. So, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see our backgrounds. We have a lot of fun. Halloween. Well, most of us have Disney Halloween stuff. Chris has our brand. Yeah, HallowGEEK. So, if you're watching right now in the comments, can someone tell me what my background is? Sort of a deep dive into Disney.
3 Caballeros.
Close. No.
At least 5 Caballeros.
Yeah.
So if you're in the comments, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to, that triple digit mark, I guess. Right? Sure. And we also have some unboxing videos on there now. Chris unboxed a statue.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's a statue.
A statue of what, Chris?
It's a statue. You have to find out. No, it's a 1/10 scale Doomsday from Superman comics that I got from Sideshow Collectibles, and it's amazing. The details so good on it. And Ryan himself did an unboxing.
Yes, a lightsaber unboxing. Surprise, surprise!
What?
From our good friends over at crimsondawn.com, they sent me a lightsaber, one of their new NeoPixel lightsabers. I won't tell you what hilt it is. Unbox. So Chris and I are sort of in this battle, this war right now to see which of our unboxing videos can get the most views.
Right now, I think I'm a little bit ahead.
Are you? Last time I checked, I was ahead.
I know, but I caught up, I believe. So I'm two views ahead of you.
So how many profiles did you make to get ahead of me?
Oh, so many. They're all me.
Well, Ryan made 5. So
No. I was way ahead of you, and then I woke up this morning and it went back down. So I don't know what you did, Chris. I don't know.
We're people.
So tonight we're going to do a live unboxing.
Oh, we are?
I have boxes in my house that need to be opened.
Oh,
since I moved into a new house, so we can
what's in them.
Do that.
Dishes.
Have you unboxed
silverware?
Yeah. Have you unboxed the dead body yet?
It was never boxed.
Oh,
but we figured out what we're going to do with it. So it's not a real dead
Ray's
body.
like, what?
Okay, so we made last year. We made what looked like a cocoon or like a wrapped up in spider web person, but it's the size of a kid, so it's really creepy.
For Easter.
But for Easter, no, not for Easter. But we figured out that we have this window above our garage for this bonus room, and right now it doesn't have any curtains or anything on it. But we're like, ooh, we could hang it in that window, and put a light on it.
Yeah.
Be pretty awesome
all year long, right?
All year long. Last year we used it. We had spiders crawling on our house. We had these big spiders we bought, and I don't think I'm going to do that this year since we just moved. But
you should just put the dead body up and nothing else with Halloween, and then your new neighbors will be like,
"Yeah,
what the heck is going on with this house?"
So there's this house near where we used to live that they had a window kind of like that, and they kept a mannequin in the window, and they would dress it up in different like holiday outfits. Like they had a Mrs. Claus outfit on it. But it was real creepy because it's like looking to the side, or kind of cornered,
It's from Psycho.
Yeah. It was really creepy.
From Psycho.
So we get to be those people now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to be the creepy guy.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Yeah. So in other news, not really Halloween related, but Savi's Workshop opened back up for reservations at Disney. I don't think they're open yet, are they? I don't know. They opened up for reservations. And then Cinderella's Royal Table opened up for reservations. So some more stuff is starting to open up at Disney, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because the good thing is more stuff's opening up. The bad thing is more people will probably be coming when we were there. But I want, we want more people to come because we want.
We do in some ways, and in some ways it makes it more of feels like a real Disney trip, right? Because it's part of it is the people, it's the energy from the people, But at the same time, I've heard Hollywood Studios has been quite crowded. It's relative, right? It's not crowded like it used to be, but and they've had problems this week with Rise of the Resistance not working properly, and then people having problems getting their boarding passes. I'm like, I gotta fix it. They got a month. Let's do this.
They got a month. Do this. Yeah. So
should be fine.
It should be fine.
So you guys, because Katrin, you were planning on going down next month, right?
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah.
Oh, you both are.
We're going together.
We travel together.
Yeah.
They only travel together.
Together.
Pretty much. Except that Ryan will be there for 2 weeks, where I'll only be there for 1 week.
Yes, I'll be at Disney for 2 weeks, yes. Fancy, I guess. It's 2020. Why not?
How it was.
Hopefully we survive.
Yes.
We will. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Hopefully we won't run into Hopper from Bug's Life trying to rally the crowd to go
misquoting the movie.
Yeah, misquoting the movie, trying to go maskless. Did you guys see that?
No. I didn't watch it, but I read the caption.
My goodness. Okay, so I watched the video. So there was this guy. You have to wear a mask at Disney World. That's like their number one rule right now. Have to wear a mask. So this guy, I guess, wore a mask because he got into the park, but then he took it off, and security approached him because he had it off. It wasn't like he took it off to drink some water or to eat something. He just took it off and was walking around. So security approached him and said, "You got to have a mask on." And he's like, "No." He's like, "If you don't put your mask on, you have to leave." And he was just basically like, "I'm not going to leave." And so more security comes and they start escorting him out of the park. And as he's leaving the park, he starts screaming at the top of his lungs, quotes, but not really quotes, from A Bug's Life, from Hopper, from A Bug's Life, saying basically the part of the movie where Hopper's like, "See, there's one ant. One ant's not going to do much, but if all the ants figured it out." And so basically he was trying to say, if we all rise up together and take our mask off, what are they going to do? They can't get us all. And everybody's just looking at him like, what in the world? But the way he said the line was so dumb and it made no sense.
Inciting a rebellion.
Yeah, trying to incite a rebellion within Disney. But he has been trespassed for life.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, he can no longer go back. Supposedly he live streamed it for like 3 hours. The whole ordeal. I didn't see that. I just saw the little clip. But so wear your mask, kids, adults.
Well, he will be remembered, but not the way he wanted.
Yeah. Somebody made a Photoshop and they took him out and put Hopper in.
Nice.
It was hilarious.
That's amazing.
So Savi's opened up. Someone may have gotten a reservation just in case. We did find out that you can make reservations for Droid Depot now, which before that you didn't. You just walked up. So we both may have made reservations for that. We did, yeah. Because my kids, I was like, what do you want for Disney? And no prompting from me. My wife says there was prompting for me. No prompting from me. My son was like, my droid, R2, it's pretty lonely. I think he needs a friend. And he's 5 years old. I'm like, you think he needs a friend? He's like, yeah, next time we go to Disney, we should probably get him a friend. so I said that to tell my wife. And she was like, yeah, you told him to say that. I'm like, no, I promise I didn't. And then I asked our 2-year-old what she wanted. And I was like, I'm thinking she'd say a princess or something. Some princess doll or something. She goes, pink droid.
We all want droids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I don't think my wife will be up for them both getting a droid. I don't know. But how can you say no to 2 little kids?
Oh, at Disney.
And an adult.
That want droids. I mean,
and an adult. How can you say no to a whole family?
Yeah. But basically, we let them buy one, souvenir. Usually that's...
Let them buy it. Okay.
No, I mean, we say you can pick out a souvenir.
Use your own money.
Yeah, use your own money. So I made our reservation sort of like the middle of our trip. That way they'll see everything. Because I don't want to do it at the beginning of the trip, because then they'll be like, they'll get it and then they're like, but we want this too, and we want this too. It's not going to happen. So yeah. So Cinderella's Royal Table doesn't have the princesses. And it's still like $62 a person. So I don't know if we'll be doing that.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we weren't planning to go this year, but it just seems like everything is still the same price. It's nothing's been discounted, it seems.
Well, Cinderella's Royal Table was $75 and they discounted it to $62.
Oh, well.
How
that's
generous.
Ridiculous. I know.
Yeah, good for them. And they don't pay their character people that much at all, do they? A few bucks.
Yeah, just a few bucks. But it's good to see more stuff opening up and hopefully getting a little back to normal. But I think we're going to have fun. But anyways, I say all that to say all this. Tonight we're doing a not a game, but we're going to top 5, I guess.
Or however many we have.
Or 3, whatever. We decided for this, since we're all Disney fans, I think Chris is a Disney fan. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. He doesn't go to Disney World like we do. But
I go on the cruises.
You go on the cruises. We would do sort of our top 5 or top movies we think, Disney movies we think would have been good as a horror movie. So, spooky. So movies that exist and we think this could have been, or maybe should have been, a horror movie. And how would that play out? So, Ray has wrote full scripts for each of these movies and he's going to read them. And
playing all the parts.
You joke, but actually.
Playing all the parts. That would be hilarious if he actually had done that. We would just sit back and have the one-man show of Ray Chase doing Piglet the movie.
He's got all the musical numbers laid out too.
Yeah,
yes.
That'd be
great. Yeah. I did write small little synopsis for all of mine.
Oh, good.
Very small.
I came up with alternate names for mine.
Oh.
So
who gave you that idea?
I don't know. It just kind of came to me.
Oh, I gave you that idea, but then I didn't do it myself. So it's been sort of crazy at my house. But I don't think there's any other news really. I mean, the PS5's dropped and it sold out pretty immediately, like pre-order. But I think that's about it for this week. I know that's something to blow over, but which is funny. I'll just say this: it dropped, and I told my wife, "Oh, the PS5 pre-orders dropped." She's like, and I said, "But they sold out immediately." She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get to order one." And I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't going to order one, but thanks for being sorry, I guess." anyways, so that's the only news, I guess.
Could have got some money out of that. Should have.
I know.
Could have worked it.
Yeah, I should have worked it. So, oh man, well maybe I can. Oh yes. Oh, last news. Thank you for people Vance in our comments. I was going to mention this. Halloween Horror Nights was canceled. We talked about that, but they're opening up 2 of their houses because their houses were pretty much already done because they have to work on those all year long during the daytime for daytime guests. It's gonna be the Bride of Frankenstein Lives will be one of the houses, and the Tooth Fairy, the house about the Tooth Fairy. So during the daytime, which is going to be funny for people that daytime guests that don't really know about Halloween Horror Nights, and they just wander into one of these lines. They're like, "Ooh, there's a line. Wonder what this is." They have their little kids and stuff. And
it's the Tooth Fairy attraction.
Yeah. Let's go in there.
Great. We love the Tooth Fairy.
You know that's going to happen. It's got to happen.
Creatures in their eaten teeth.
Yeah. So
basically from Hellboy.
It would be cool. The rumored houses for this year, they were supposed to have a Beetlejuice house.
Oh.
Yeah. So that would have been fun to see. Mm-hmm. But so if you're a daytime guest, you can go through these houses. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know if all the scare actors will be wearing masks on top of their other masks.
6 feet away doing jump scares. Over here!
You just go down these plexiglass lined hallways. They've done that in the past where they've had plexiglass on the floor and you look down and there's a scare actor just scurrying along looking up at you as you walk over them. Oh. And I was wearing a dress that night, so...
Oh my.
And then maybe more houses will be opening. Who knows? But right now, just 2. I guess let's see how it goes.
Very cool.
Anyways.
I saw a video of that car wash we were talking about. I think last time. It was creepy. It had all these clowns. But I still don't know how that's going to work for the people, or how it works for the people in the car wash that are trying to scare. I mean, they're just getting pelted with the...
I just want to go to see that.
The water? Like, yeah.
I just hope they're not in the hot wax section. Man, this guy's screaming like crazy. He's really getting into it.
His face is burning off.
That's great makeup.
Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, so the people that guessed my background, it is from the Black Cauldron.
Very good.
And I guess one of our watchers, Winchester, his friend's uncle, directed it.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Get him on the show if he's still around. I mean, I don't know. It's an old movie.
That's not happening now.
With all due, I mean, it's live. You never know. I couldn't tell. So, yeah. So I'm not going to pick Black Cauldron because pretty much that was Disney's horror movie.
Oh, we'll take that off. No,
when it came out, that people were very confused about it, if I remember correctly, because it was not the typical Disney animated happy fun parents are dead movie.
Yeah, at least one parent.
Yeah, at least one parent. That's the Disney rule.
Yeah, you can only have one parent.
Has there been Disney movies? I'm trying to think of Disney movies with both parents. Oh, Tangled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there have been, like, I mean, Cinderella. No, not Cinderella. No, Sleeping Beauty.
Inside Out.
Sleeping Beauty had both parents.
Yeah.
Most Disney movies have one parent or none.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyways, all right. So we're just going to go around table. We'll say one, and then we'll move on to the next person. We won't do like all of them at one time.
That's good.
That way, if there's repeats, we'll just not worry about it, I guess. But who would like to go first? Give us their Disney movie that should be a scary movie or a horror movie.
I can go.
Go, Chris.
So that way,
anyone?
That way you do it wrong.
I can say this one, and no one else can say it.
There you go.
It's gonna be
So when I think of horror movies,
yeah,
and Disney movies, I think
Andy.
of Wall-E.
Oh,
what?
All right.
Oh, please explain.
It's an apocalyptic setting.
Uh-huh.
Just the Earth is just wrecked and ravaged and everything, and which I mean to me makes me think of a zombie movie. I think it would be Wall-E would be the perfect zombie movie.
What is that? I Am Legend? Is that?
Yeah, I Am Legend. Like I mean it. If you think of it, it has all the stuff already set up for it, with like characters on their own trying to survive, and I got the perfect name for it. So it's Wall-E. It would be Zombie.
Oh gosh.
zombie.
Yeah.
This is what we're starting with, folks. This is what you're here for. So basically, you're just changing the whole movie. It's not Wall-E anymore. You're adding zombies.
So I mean, I've merged them into a horror movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it already has the setting for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It just needed the zombies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you're calling it zombie.
Zombie.
All right.
There you go.
There we go. Good night, everybody. Yeah. I don't know where to go from there. So.
Go to the next person.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. The director's alive. Okay. Well, we'll give him a call later. Who's next?
Well, Winchester went next. Did you see?
What did he say?
He said it would have been a darker version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. Be a slasher.
Originally, it was a darker version, or it was darker. It's based on a book, I think.
Yeah. Who censored Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, it was a censored Roger Rabbit. So,
well, it's kind of like Willy Wonka.
Zombie.
Originally weird.
See, you like it.
Well,
it really gets in your head, sticks there, doesn't it?
All right. Who wants to go next? Greg, go ahead. You're our guest.
Okay.
We should have let you go first anyways. You're our guest.
That's okay. Chris always has to go first.
That's true.
So I was thinking Dumbo. I was thinking it wouldn't take much to sort of reimagine Dumbo a little bit, make him a little bit like the Joker. I don't know. So my little synopsis for Dumbo. Born a mute with an ear deformity, Dumbo was swept up into the circus life, a world of drugs and alcohol. Pushed around and ridiculed by everyone around him, Dumbo slowly descends into madness.
Very nice.
Katrin, I think we should just let them take it and you and me just sit back because
they did their homework.
They did their homework. I didn't. But I think I have one good one.
We're good like that.
That's cool. So that would be. I mean, Dumbo's already a sort of a freaky movie. So
that is funny. It definitely is like a Joker.
A little bit like the Joker, right?
Yeah. Or the comedian. What was it? That was based off. Yeah.
Dumbo just murdered everybody at the end. You'd buy it.
Oh, definitely.
All right, Katrin.
All right, I'll go next. Now, we were talking about this earlier. I didn't go with all animated.
That's fine.
Mine are. I'll go with one of my non-animated ones.
There we go.
So, do y'all remember the movie Holes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a prison camp for kids, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, I was just thinking that it could have turned where they were digging these holes and they were actually digging their graves, and then they end up in the holes, buried alive.
Oh my
or
Lord.
buried.
We got too many kids. We can't feed them. What are we gonna do?
Have them dig some holes. Put them in them.
Coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah. Could have easily turned.
Maybe that's what happened to Shia LaBeouf. Like that's
Shia
LaBeouf. That's how he went sort of on the crazy direction because of the movie Holes.
The movie Holes. I love that movie. It's good.
Yeah. It's for me, the plot is a little full of holes though.
Yeah. You were laughing at me for Zombie. And that joke, come on.
Oh, I like it. So far we've got
Shia's best Shia. Thanks, fans. Yeah,
yeah, it is the best Shia. Well, even Stevens.
It is.
Even Stevens. I loved Even Stevens. I could watch Even Stevens right now. He was hilarious in that show. Anyways, I digress. Okay. So we have zombies. We have Dumbo, the Joker, and Dead Kids in Holes so far.
Dead Kids in Holes.
It's a good title. That's a working title right now.
It clearly tells you what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the movie that when I thought about this idea of doing it, this is the movie I had in mind, and I couldn't really go past. I've got other movies, but I was stuck on this movie. So this is my big one. I'm going out of the gates as my big one just to make sure nobody else gets it. Nobody else probably will because I'd be the only person to think about this. Chicken Little. And then you could call it Chicken Little. They came from outer space. And it's sort of like one of those old 70s space horror movies because there's a point in that movie where you're like, oh man, are all these aliens just going to come down and kill everybody? Because they come down and they start zapping people away. Like these animals are disappearing, think just disintegrated. And so it could definitely very easily, just a little turn. Yep. And not only that, they lobotomize like a fox pretty much, right? Right. Yeah. Foxy Loxy.
I don't remember.
Okay, Foxy.
We've watched it way more than we have.
Foxy Loxy is like the bully, and then the aliens do something to her, and at the end she's singing songs and happy and friends with everybody. And they're like,
that's crazy.
They're like, should we switch her back? And they're like, nah, just leave her like that.
It's like Mars Attacks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Chicken Little is Mars Attacks. But I don't know. Every time I've watched that movie, I was like, man, this movie could be a little dark. Could be a little. And I'm like, when my kids watching it, are they thinking all those animals are dead now? Before you realize that they're not dead, it's like, what's going on here? So yeah, Chicken Little could really easily just be a straight up sci-fi horror movie. So that's my only pick. That's all I got.
That's all you got. All right.
Nah, I got some more.
Very good.
All right, Chris, back around to you.
All right. Back around to you. Okay. All right. I'll go with this one. Okay. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, that's the only other one I have.
I can pick another one.
No, you do that one.
Okay. Well, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I thought, it's got a witch, it's got a scary forest. At one point she's running through the forest, all kinds of scary things coming at her. You don't know what it is. You don't know where stuff's at. Then you've got just people living out in the woods. You don't know who they are. The dwarves, of course. So I thought it was a perfect Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project. I forgot you were taking
the parallels are there. It's got the witch. It's got people living out in the woods. You see a close-up camera of Snow White with a little bit of snot coming out of her nose. You got it. And of course you can call it the Snow Witch Project.
Snow Witch.
Nice.
And it's Snow/Witch Project.
To me, the scariest part of the movie is that she's stuck being the servant of these 7 little men that have these weird names, and she's pretty much their servant. She fixes their food, cleans for them. And then, this old lady comes and offers her an apple. And she's like, this apple's probably poison, but I'll do anything to get out of here. So I'm going to eat the poison apple so I can get out of this.
Well, how deranged is the queen, too? It's like, well, she's a little bit prettier than me, so I'm going to hire hitmen to go out and kill her.
Yeah.
Because this is basically Disney's first big thing, right? Walt Disney.
Yes.
Can you imagine him pitching this to everybody? So here's what we're going to do. there's this girl and
through?
she's pretty, and then there's this queen that's like, I want to be the prettiest, so I'm going to kill this girl. You see where I'm going?
So this like 20-year-old girl? No. She's probably like 12.
Yeah, she's young. Okay, so we're going to send this guy to kill her, and then she's going to find these 7 little men. Oh, what's going to happen? Are they going to help her get back home? No, she's going to live with them. Okay,
injured servant. Also, too, if you remember, like the queen tells the huntsman to cut out her heart and put it in the box. How sick are you? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Not kill her and hide the body. No, bring me back her heart in this nice little box that I'm going to keep on my nightstand.
Of course, most of these movies were based on fairy tales from long ago, which were even more demented than everything we're talking about. So
I think she was going to eat the heart.
Probably.
It's good for the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Helps you stay looking young.
There you go. Snow White and the, what'd you call it?
The Snow Witch Project.
Oh. And the 7.
I mean, you see Dopey standing in the corner, not moving.
Dopey standing.
Those serial killer eyes.
We need this as the movie poster. Just Dopey in the corner. Nobody puts Dopey in the corner. All right, Ray.
All right, so I had Toy Story as one.
Nice.
And
off the list.
my little synopsis there was Andy and his cowboy toy Woody were inseparable until the day a new toy came to town. Fueled by paranoia and jealousy, Woody plans to murder this newcomer known as Buzz Lightyear.
It's true.
It's a little on the nose because Woody does spend half the movie trying to murder Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
I wrote that one down too as something because there's a whole section that basically it just reminded me of Chucky.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Them coming alive and scaring the crap out of the neighbor kid.
Right.
Yeah. Sure. Or Puppet Masters. Remember that movie?
Yeah. I don't think I ever watched Puppet Masters, but I know of it.
Yeah. It's basically
the
toys.
Poster freaked me out.
Toys that come to life.
Scary.
Kill people. Oh, they do. I mean, they don't try to kill the neighbor kid, but they go after him.
Oh, they mess him up for life.
Oh yeah, he becomes a garbage man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being a garbage man. That's just where he ends up in one of the other movies, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they kind of hint at it.
Like he's still wearing the same T-shirt and everything, I think.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Oh man. All right.
Okay. All right, you ready? Go for the next one?
Born ready.
All right, I'm going to go to animated. I'm going to take Inside Out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, next.
But go ahead.
You give us your synopsis and your title change and what characters you're combining with them?
Well, okay. So I didn't think about this, but it could still be Inside Out.
Uh-huh.
But here's the idea:
Get out! No, sorry.
They're the people inside her brain are controlling her, but they're telling her to go kill people. And she goes and tears them inside out, takes their guts out of their body, takes them inside, their insides out. I mean, it's
nice.
Halfway there.
You went slasher with it.
What have I done tonight?
I was thinking more almost like mental, like kind of combining it with like American Psycho.
Sure.
But inside like his head.
Being John Malkovich.
Just
they get out?
Yeah. I just call it Inside Psycho.
There you go.
But I like the slasher.
I like the slasher.
I like they're turning them inside out.
There you go.
I like that.
All right.
That's not going to make it on Disney Plus. I'm sorry.
That's going on Hulu.
Yeah.
Straight to Hulu.
Yeah.
All right. So I got Tangled.
Yeah, I had that one.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's sort of like Misery. Sort of like basically this crazy lady has kidnapped a baby and basically sucking her soul out of her to give her life. So
wait a second, it already is that.
A soul sucker? What? Oh, it already is that, the movie? Yeah. So it's basically Tangled the soul sucker. Yeah, so that's just like, I mean, there's not much you have to change about that because she's captured as a baby and raised to be fed off of.
Yeah.
I can see her breaking her feet with a board.
So she's like, yeah. Oh, she's like one of those vampires that just sucks the energy out of people.
From What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah.
Energy vampire?
Yeah.
She's just like him. Yeah.
Yeah. Because she just like she's like, sing for me, girl.
Mama knows best.
Yeah, Mama knows best. And it could have gone even. I mean, it could have gone even more south when she escaped, because she escapes with a thief, and then gets taken to this tavern with all these other like vile people. It could have gone really bad there, and then you have parents that are supposedly been searching her for so long, but I mean, it doesn't seem like she's that far away from the castle, you know?
How hard did they really try?
See the lights.
Yeah, they could still see the lights. I mean, it didn't feel like that long of a journey to get back.
And really, why did her kidnapper tell her birthday? Because if she didn't say, like, it's your birthday, she's like, oh, lights appear on my birthday. Ah, crap.
You should have said tomorrow's your birthday.
Oh, dang it.
Loophole.
Doesn't know best.
Mother doesn't know best.
Mother's an idiot. Gosh.
Stupid. Okay, the next kid I kidnapped, I will not make the same mistake.
Yeah.
Wasn't her death scene really weird, though? Because sort of makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like, as soon as the hair is cut, she just, like, fades to dust.
Yeah, it was kind of like she aged suddenly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Super fast.
So it all came, like, rushing back to her.
And that's a little scary for kids, too, because, it's just like, oh, this lady just disintegrated in front of her eyes.
Yes. And the cute little Pascal sent her to her doom.
The killer lizard.
Tripped her with a big smile on his face.
Yeah, always the quiet ones.
Yeah, it's always the quiet one. So there you go. I don't have a fancy name for it. We'll just call it the Soul Sucker. I don't know. Chris, we're back around to you. Give us something
back
good.
Around to me. Okay. Well, I picked a movie that actually a lot of kids love it, but a lot of adults don't. Cars.
I thought about that one. I couldn't decide.
I mean, think about it.
Stephen King.
It's living cars. It is Stephen King's Christine.
Yeah,
yes,
it is.
Exactly.
That was on my list as well.
I mean, it's either living cars that killed all the humans, or it's an apocalyptic world that the cars eventually evolved. I mean, it could have been a Terminator, but it's just it's horrific.
And when you think about it, they didn't just kill all the humans, but all life. There's no lions or cats or dogs. Yeah. Nothing. They've all been replaced with machine versions.
And they reshaped the Earth in some places where it make it look like cars as well.
Monuments.
Sick.
Monuments to themselves. They are the ultimate creature.
Have you seen the picture where somebody like does like a anatomically sliced section of the cars and what they would look like on the inside if they had?
That's a horror thing.
If they had all their organs and stuff, it's it's like so weird looking.
I was just going to call it Stephen King's Mater.
Get her done.
Get her done. That could have been the title. Get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Kill everybody.
There's probably a movie called that. You never know.
Get her done. Well,
get her
well,
done.
Maybe a different kind of movie.
Different kind of movie, maybe.
But I don't know. It sounds like a horror movie.
Maybe so.
The wrong keyboard. Okay, hold
on. Ray, what do you got for us?
Oh, is it back to me?
I think so.
Right? Well, Cars was on my list, but I also had 101 Dalmatians. Because Cruella de Vil has murdered dozens of Dalmatians. wearing their skins as trophies. Can anyone stop her before she kills again?
You didn't even have to change any of the
Describe
movie.
the movie.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
movie.
described the movie.
Yes.
That's
It's like you just have to like just kind of turn that dial a little bit, because when you really step back and take a look at it, that movie is pretty disturbing.
and you're pretty certain that's not the first time she's done something like this.
Well, I mean,
No, she's walking around wearing furs,
Yeah, she's
which I
wearing
think
furs.
she did herself. I don't think she bought those.
Yeah. So at the end of the movie, you're like, oh, everybody's safe. And then you're like, but what about that coat she was wearing? Oh.
I'm pretty sure, just like Mr. Verne, she has a gorilla vest. In The Simpsons. Anyone remembers?
Congo and Perdita skin her and wear her skin as a coat.
It's reversed.
That's coming out of they're making another live action version of that with Emma Stone, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll probably make you feel for her.
Oh no. I don't think I could feel for her.
Dogs scared her as a child and scarred her. So she had
them
no
all.
choice but to grow up and murder them.
Now her favorite holiday is July 4th.
But do you think they'll change it a little bit, that she's not actually killing the dogs because that's so extreme these days?
I'm going to scan their patterns. My machine.
My 3D printer.
Yeah.
With my faux fur.
Maybe she's got an island that she takes them all to live out the rest of their days.
Well, I was thinking you're going with like Island of Dr. Monroe. She
gosh.
genetically alters them. And
Maybe so. All right. It's Caitlin's turn.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Ratatouille. There's a mouse, a rat, that cooks food for people in a restaurant. The rat has diseases.
Yeah.
And all these people die when they go to eat there.
Sounds like 2020.
the food is people.
The food is people.
But again, it's not changing it a ton.
No.
It's like, why didn't anybody get sick? These rats are not healthy. Living on the streets. So
They're French rats. It's different.
And the brother
they
like
smell
taking bites of stuff too as he's making it. So I mean, he's definitely spreading his diseases.
Exactly. So
maybe that's what the new ride at Disney's going to be like. Rats getting diseases. 2020.
There you go.
Patient Ratatouille.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let me pick one here. This is my third one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Peter Pan. He literally steals children and says, "Come live with me and don't grow up ever." So who's the real villain of this story? Is it Captain Hook or is it Peter Pan?
And Peter did take his hand and feed it to a crocodile.
Yes.
And this is Karate Kid all over again.
Yes, it is.
Hook's just trying to get the kids back home.
I mean, they're like, I mean, I think there's even a point in the movie that was like, the Lost Boys are like, I don't remember if I had a mom, or I miss my mom, and it's Peter keeping them there. It's like, as long as you stay here, you don't get to see you won't remember your parents. You'll never grow up.
They ask Wendy to be the mom.
Yeah, be our mom.
Underage moms.
Yeah.
Kids having kids. Let's just move on.
Kids having kids. Sounds like the next Netflix movie.
Segue.
So Peter Pan. Just one little tweak. You got, on top of that, you got, fairies flying around, making people fly. You got shadows that come to life on their own and detach themselves from bodies. It's a creepy movie.
Mermaids with their siren calls.
Yes. Yes. Peter Pan, The Awakening. That's the name. I just came up with it.
Oh, good.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It just seems like it works. Yeah.
All right.
I figured just go with the Lost Boys.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. The Lost Boys. / Peter Pan.
The Awakening.
That will be the sequel, The Lost Boys, and then the sequel will be The Lost Boys: The Awakening.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole franchise we got planned out.
Gotcha. Peter Pan's a vampire. That's all there is to it.
Yep. Wears those green little tights all the time.
He's immortal.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Let's wear the tights.
Fly. He can like turn into like a shadow creature.
He's a vampire.
It's a vampire. Makes sense.
Heard it here first, people.
Okay. All right. So my go.
Sure.
All right. I'm going with the trippiest one, Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Because a girl getting lost, all these weird creatures and people coming after her, chasing her, feeding her stuff, and making her big and small. It's trippy. I mean, it's a 70s just nightmare. And since it's the trippiest, I gotta pair it with the trippiest horror movie, The Wicker Man.
Oh. Can you give us a little
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage?
Probably not. I can try.
I do.
Oh, the bees! The bees! Oh! Why are there bees?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
There you
it.
go.
But I mean, I kind of looked up Wicker Man. I mean, it's about a girl that's lost in this weird part of the world, like this weird town. She's lost, people trying to find her. So I mean, it kind of fits in there. It's got all these weird people with all these weird just stuff happening. So
It's stuff.
there's stuff. There was bees, and there were bees with like butter and
Butterbees.
bees, and so one of them fits. I was just going to call it Alice in Wicker.
Land.
Just Alice in Wicker.
Land.
Land, sure.
Wickerland. Yeah.
Alice in Chains, but Alice in Wicker.
Allison Jane. Allison Wicker. All right. I'm ready for Act 4. Is Act 4? Act 3? No, 4.
I think it's
Ray
4.
Chase.
Well, I'm out because I only had 4.
Oh.
And Chris had one of mine. But one movie,
sorry.
oh no, that's fine. One that I was going to mention, but I can't take full credit for it because I remember reading something about is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And I remember reading a thing about that. I think I might have talked to Chris about it, where somebody was suggesting that Christopher Robin is basically in a mental ward and has lost his mind, and like Pooh and Tigger and Piglet, they all are basically manifestations of his id, of his fractured personality, and yes, so
Makes sense to me.
I can't take full credit for it, but there you go. We could reimagine that movie where Christopher Robin has murdered many people and is and is in some straitjacket mumbling about Pooh and.
Yeah, and in a mental ward, I'm sure they didn't have access to stuffed animals then, so he probably made like all his friends out of stuff. So Winnie the Pooh,
Oh.
Piglet's probably like half-eaten like hot dog that he kept.
Probably.
Yeah.
Silly old bear.
What's Eeyore? I want to know.
You don't want to know. Eeyore's just a tuft of hair.
Yeah.
Keeps falling apart.
That's Christopher Robin on a bad day when he's just down. He can't find his hot dog. He can't find his piglet.
I'll just go home.
Oh, Pooh.
Oh, Pooh.
Pooh. my son, they watched Winnie the Pooh the other day. I think for the first time. He's like, why is his name Winnie the Pooh? That's gross.
Because he's in a mental hospital.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because Christopher Robin's crazy.
Woohoo! K-Trend.
Man, it's getting tougher. It's like you feel like you have some decent, good ones at the beginning, but
We could just end it
trying
right
to
here.
decide. No, man. All right.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'll go with Frozen.
Just let it go, man.
Oh, never mind. I won't.
It's too beloved.
It's kind of an easy one.
How could that be a horror movie? I just don't understand.
She goes around freezing everyone.
Oh.
And they're stuck.
Creating horrible ice monsters.
Oh, yeah.
And there's ice monsters. And they don't get unfrozen.
Wait. Who doesn't get unfrozen?
Well, really, I mean, the original fairy tale, she was a villain.
Yeah. The Ice Queen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
That's what I got.
And they have like the evil guy that's like, hey, I love you so much. Not really. I hope you die.
He's creepy, yeah.
Take out the witch.
He's the hero. Yeah, he's the hero.
Trying to save the town from the evil ice witch.
Oh, man. He's a monster. All right, let's see what I got here. Got that one. Did that one. Chris took that one. Did that one. Ray took that one. Okay. All right, I'm going straight to DVD here. I think probably probably DVD. I don't think it would be Blu-ray yet. I don't know. Lilo and Stitch. Stitch has a glitch.
Uh-oh.
Remember this straight to DVD movie?
Oh yeah.
Basically, Stitch goes crazy and wants to destroy Hawaii and the world. He has this glitch, and then, like, spoiler alert, he dies in the movie. Stitch dies.
Man.
And then he comes back to life. I mean, this is Frankenstein right here. This is like, because he was an experiment gone wrong. He's basically the undead because he dies in this movie. He has a glitch. He's trying to kill her. If it wasn't for the little girl, just like Frankenstein. See?
Lilo and Frankenstein. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
No. But I mean, yeah. So the first, Lilo and Stitch, happy-go-lucky. But then when you get to Lilo and Stitch has a glitch. I mean, everything starts to go a little haywire.
I don't know. Stitch did cuss a lot in the first one.
Yeah, true. And then like the TV show spinoff was like even could be a horror movie, because in the TV show spinoff, all these little balls come down to Earth. They have creatures in them, and when they get into water, they come to life and
turns into a Pokemon show.
Run amok. Yeah,
gotta catch them all.
Anyway, so yeah, Lilo and Stitch. Stitch that's a stretch, but I mean,
no, I could see the Frankenstein parallel.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep. So, Chris, do you have any left?
I got a couple. One, I'll say this one because it was along the line of kind of what you just said, but instead of Lilo and Stitch, I thought Pinocchio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that in our comments.
Because that's a definite Frankenstein story where this man makes this little boy and brings him to life, and then the little boy runs amok and even goes to Pleasure Island.
Yes.
where other little boys are kidnapped and turned into donkeys.
Yes.
Sold.
So, I mean, right there. I mean, since it's Frankenstein, and Frankenstein isn't the name of the monster, you just have to call it Geppetto.
Ooh, yeah.
Geppetto's monster.
Then the music, you just have to turn the music just a little bit, and it makes it really creepy. I've got no strings to down to make me laugh, make me frown.
Hello, Father.
Yeah.
Pinocchio, put down the knife.
What are you doing? Blue Fairy, help me. Mario.
I mean, that's
It's me, Japan. I'm back.
So in that story, the whale would be the hero because he swallows Pinocchio.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then Pinocchio burns the inside of him, right?
Yeah, the whale is the equivalent of the windmill.
Oh, there we go.
From Frankenstein.
There we go. All right.
And And another one, I'll just throw this out.
This could be Ray's next one. Just whisper it to Ray.
Yeah.
Just because everybody's kind of wrapping up. Because I did a few others just in case, because people
I've got more.
have some things. But the Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I had that one down.
I forgot to write that one down. Yeah, I meant that.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah,
I was going to.
Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Is that like I kind of thought of it along the lines of like a werewolf story.
Yeah.
Where he's turned into a creature, and someone's trying to free him from the curse, type thing. And of course, call it a Prince Werewolf in Paris.
Stupid. Sorry.
Hey, that's why it was an alternate.
I'm going to call this episode that. Prince Werewolf in Paris. Oh my goodness. Katrin, save us. No.
No. I had a few extras.
We said top 5, and this was only the 4th round. So
yeah, but I just can't come up with good. But I had the Shaggy dog could be Cujo if you change it around.
That's true.
But that was I couldn't.
What about the Shaggy DA?
And the second, Cujo's just a man trapped in a dog that's just gone insane.
Yeah, there you go.
I like a little bit mixed with Chucky in there. A psycho killer gets put into a dog. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
A Bug's Life. The bugs take over and kill people.
Kill everyone.
There was the movie Creep Show that had those little stories, and there's the one I hated the most, I think, was the one with the cockroaches in the house that's basically sterile and clean, and they just cover this guy up, right? So I'm just thinking of that, like all the bugs are taking over some human, which there aren't any humans in that movie really, except they're trash, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah.
A bug's murder.
A bug's murder.
Not life.
Yeah.
But it's because what made me think of it too was like when you're in the Bug's Life, it's tough to be a bug, right? At Animal Kingdom, they're saying this is what you do to us, and they're spraying and spray and swatting.
Now we're gonna.
It could just be that, Really, that show could be.
Yeah.
A horror show.
A horror.
The day will come when we'll get our revenge.
That could be their Halloween offering, just the Bug's Life, just sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Watch us sting your butts.
That's an idea I have for another show for HallowGEEK, just since we're on that, is to reimagine a Halloween event for Disney World along the lines of Halloween Horror Nights. And like, what park would you put it in? What kind of houses would you have? So maybe we'll do that since we have an extended HallowGEEK this year. Maybe that will be an episode. Let us know in the comments if you want to hear that. So you said Beauty and the Beast, so check that one off my list. So my alternate was Coco.
Coco.
The child goes to hell.
Book of Life 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's going to find his family, but what if he takes a wrong turn and he ends up in a not so good place?
And what would you call a Land of the Forgotten type place? Another Book of Life reference.
Oh, sorry.
He takes a wrong turn and ends up in a different movie.
Manolo.
Or is it different?
Or is it different?
Or is it?
And then his dog turns into this big creature. I mean,
it's an undead dog.
Yeah. So that one sort of, plays itself out there. So yeah, I think that's it. So do we have any favorites that we've mentioned tonight?
I think I'm pretty proud of Inside Out.
Yeah. That one was good. I like that one. Turning people inside out.
She turned the people inside out.
Name alone, I gotta like my zombie.
I was gonna say zombie.
What, you don't mean Prince werewolf in Paris?
Werewolf in Paris. Come on, man.
With zombies.
I like the Dumbo, but making it into the Joker.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that's a good
that was my personal one. When I was thinking about him today, I kept seeing him Dumbo with the clown makeup.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's the Joker. He's the Joker. Pushed around and beat up and, made fun of. He would totally kill all those people at the circus.
Oh yeah. Well, he's an elephant. He can rampage.
He can go rogue, yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody likes somebody from each person.
Yeah, it worked out that way.
Yeah. All right.
Got them all.
Got them all. Everybody got a favorite.
Well, I mean, technically, we just mentioned our own, so you can mention your own too.
Yes.
No, I'm good. I still like Chicken Little. 70s.
Yeah, Chicken Little, that's a good one. I was thinking about that too, because I mean, it is pretty creepy when all the aliens come down, and the fact that he spends the whole movie yelling about the skies falling, and it's like the typical, you're crazy.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
They're all
The end is
murdered.
here.
He's the last one standing, saying, "I told you so."
The one movie I thought of, but I didn't really think about like horror wise. It's just because of how the villain dies was Tarzan.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Like the how the villain dies is that just horrific and just unsettling.
I've probably blocked it on memory. Does he?
He's tangled up in vines and he's trying to get to Tarzan.
Oh
with
yeah,
his knife
yeah,
to
yeah.
kill him. He's like cutting them all, and he's like, "Don't do it!" And he cuts him, but like it's wrapped around his neck, and he falls, and you see like a lightning flash, and you see his body swinging, like just the shadow of his body.
Yeah.
Tree.
I had a buddy tell me that the original plan was to have Boots come like in from the top of the screen, like
Oh
that.
wow!
Yeah, and then they were like, "Ooh, I don't know."
Oh come on!
So they did the shadow thing.
Disney movies are pretty dark when you think about them.
I think they were just trying to be clear. They wanted to make sure that everybody understood that he had hung himself.
No, I mean just like Disney movies in general. If you think about it, most of them are pretty dark.
Yeah, well, I mean, I always go back to The Lion King with.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Scar, throwing Mufasa. I mean, because he commits a murder in the movie, by throwing him. And then moments later, he orders the hyenas to go kill Simba. And I'm like, wow, he gave the kill order.
Yeah.
And he threw his brother to get trampled in a G-rated movie.
Yeah. That's why I don't really care for The Lion King. It's not one of my favorites.
Because of all the murders.
All the murders.
Lots of murders.
Too many Disney murders for me.
And then at the end, the hyenas eat Scar. It's like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all singing and dancing a few days ago. Come on.
But farting.
I mean, even if you think about Disney parks, I mean, they don't have it in Disney World, but they still have it in Disneyland. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I don't know if you guys remember her riding that, but basically you get sent to hell in the ride, like literally sent to hell in the ride.
And the thing is, I
parks.
love that short, and I'm like, I've seen that short so many times, and I'm like, where did they get that idea for the attraction? Because that doesn't happen in the cartoon at all.
It might happen in the books. I don't know. There might have been something in the books.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, and that one's paired up with Ichabod. So I mean, that's
Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
Or basically Tim Burton already did it. So
yeah,
I love that movie.
That's a good movie.
Also have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
They just get shrunk and then immediately get stepped on.
Exactly. Or eaten by an ant. Or something.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be who's going to be the final, final person to live? Like they each get killed off in some way.
Yeah.
And then the sequel, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. I mean, he's just blowing them up.
It's a good thing they have a lot of kids to step on and to blow up.
Just keep having kids just to do experiments on them. I mean,
that movie, they even laid it out how each child would die, but they didn't die in the real movie. But one would get eaten by an ant, one would get stepped on.
The mower.
Oh yeah, gets sliced into little pieces. There was a magnifying glass, right?
Yeah, somebody could have gotten burned alive.
Burned.
It's what's
Vacuum
that movie?
cleaner.
Somebody could have gotten swept into the trash. Yeah.
Oh, it's that horror movie where like the guy has a vision of how everybody's going to die, and then Final Destination. It's a Final Destination movie. That's what it is.
That's true. They almost died.
Honey, I killed the kids.
Again.
Flubber could have been a horror movie.
It's the Blob. I mean,
it's the Blob, exactly.
We could go all night long.
I could go. I've got a whole list. Freaky Friday.
I just got a list of Disney movies.
They're making. Yes,
yeah.
they are, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it comes out on demand, so I don't have to go to the theaters.
It's the same people that did
$30.
Happy Death Day.
Yes.
So basically, they took Groundhog Day and made it into a horror movie. They're taking Freaky Friday and making it into a horror movie. It's got Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. I love Vince Vaughn. He's just he's got that dry humor, and he's just so funny. But
he's a serial killer, and he kills this cheerleader on like this night of this like full moon type thing. But instead of killing her, it has their body switch. And so he's going around killing people on her body.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get her body back.
But his face is like plastered all over the news and everything that he's the killer. So everybody knows who the killer is. So she's like walking in trying to stop it. And they're like, it's the killer. And they're like running away from him and stuff. It looks so good. So funny. Mm-hmm. So comes out in November, right?
I think so.
Yeah. They're sort of missing the Halloween time.
Just in time for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving. All right. Well, there we go.
Geeksgiving. Just in time for Geeksgiving.
Just in time for Geeksgiving.
We're going to do that one early, too?
Yeah, in October.
Yeah.
We're trying to get this year over with.
Yeah, we're just like, let's speed it along. Geeksgiving.
Did y'all see the meme where it says on March whatever, the time changed? And this is when we all started the COVID like lockdowns and everything. And then on October 31st, and there was a full moon. There was a full moon. It was a Friday. All this, whatever. And then, which is not right because it was like, I don't know. But anyways, well, no, it was right. It was right because it was like the middle of March. So then in October 31st, there's a full moon, and it's a time change weekend. And they said, does this mean we'll reset back to factory defaults when we hit that day?
I hope so.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
So we could, which is so funny because it's near the election, and that's what everybody says. You know, it's like, well, when the election hits, this is all going to go away. You know, I just thought that was funny.
I'm just ready for Halloween to figure out how I'm going to shoot candy at kids. You know, because we got to keep that distance. So maybe like a T-shirt cannon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Potato gun.
I'm gonna set up some kind of Goonies contraption. That delivers the candy to them. They have to do the truffle shuffle first.
Please do.
Get the candy.
Please do. Please do. That would be
I'm sure that'll go over well. Hey kid,
do the truffle shuffle. What are you talking about? Lift your shirt up, kid.
Lift your shirt up.
Dance for me.
Dance for me for your candy. Do you want this Tootsie Roll?
Dance. You want it?
Do the Tootsie Roll.
Get away from my house. Get away from my house.
I heard that last thing we'll do in. I heard that the haunted industry is getting desperate, and somewhere around Nashville they're doing haunted canoe rides. So like all the scare stuff will be on the shores, and you're just going to be canoeing through it.
Awesome. Ooh, scary canoe.
Wait till we get a boat.
Paddle closer.
I can't imagine how scary it'll be. Canoe? That's
a Pee-wee joke.
No.
It's Ernest?
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. Oh, yeah.
He says canoe. I mean, not that line exactly, but he says canoe. I don't know, or that they say.
They say.
You'll get it in the end.
You'll get it in the end. Yeah. I ordered my costume. Or my shorts for my Haunted Mansion costume. And my sash.
Mine aren't working out, so it's great.
Oh, no.
So,
I'm sorry.
Except my Darth Vader.
Oh, that's good.
But I did just think when you all said Goonies, I thought about that. I have that shirt that looks like a Chunk shirt, so I could do that, I guess.
You
be a Goonie.
You could be a Goonie or Chuckles from G.I. Joe.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah,
true.
Both.
Both.
Same time.
Or actually, I could be, Rescue Ranger too.
You could.
Yeah.
Or
PI.
Magnum PI.
It's a little bit different, but it's not red. It's more black.
Yeah. Or
flower.
Generic Hawaiian visitor.
It's what people keep asking. They're like, "Are you like a Hawaiian guy or something? A vacation guy?" I'm like, "Goonies, come on!"
Then you proceeded to lift your shirt up and shake around?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, this is work. Don't do that. Please.
Truffle shuffle.
Anyways, well, Ray, thanks for coming on. I hope you had fun tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get you back on whenever movies start happening again, and we can.
Or when Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian!
Oh,
Yes,
there we
that
go,
was the
yes.
big news of the week. We'll end on that. Big news of the week. Watch it streaming. I streamed the trailer. The Mandalorian.
Watched it 10 times.
Season 2. I watched it a bunch. Yes, picking it apart. What did you guys think of the Mandalorian trailer?
It was great.
Yeah, it was
Great.
good.
Just enough.
Good.
Little.
Yeah, it was just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't want any more.
Yeah.
Even like the big fight scene, they even like hint. There's like a big fight scene, they just hint at it.
Yeah.
You don't really see it. So I mean, that's what they did.
That was probably the best scene with the child pushing the buttons. Like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah. It's like he knows. He knows what's about to go down.
But I wonder if it actually happens that way in the show, though. It probably does black out for at least a little bit of it, just because,
maybe.
just to show
Treats
all
you
the,
as
what
the
happens
child.
I mean, that happens sometimes in movies. They'll turn the lights out, and then all of a sudden everybody's just laying there, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And then there's a Sasha Banks made an appearance, and you guys don't know who that is, and that's fine. She's a WWE wrestler. The boss, as they call her.
Is she the one with the hood?
She's the one with the hood. That's Sasha Banks. She's a wrestler.
Okay.
Now, is she a Jedi?
I thought that was
Because people are like, oh,
Ray
that's
Skywalker.
People are like, that's Ahsoka. I'm like, no, that's not Ahsoka because Ahsoka's being played by somebody else. That's Sasha Banks. I think maybe she'll be Sabine Wren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's who I think she's going to be. Because if you know anything about Sasha Banks,
Rebels.
Yeah, from Rebels, Sasha Banks always has very colorful hair, pink, purple, whatever. So she sort of already fits in with that Sabine look. So I think maybe Sabine, because they hinted at that there's going to be other characters from not necessarily the movies, but from Star Wars that are going to appear in it.
Yeah.
And I think she'd be the perfect person for it. I don't know if it'll happen, but that's who I think, maybe. Sabine.
Just Jar Jar in disguise.
It's me.
Or that.
And then, of course, Ahsoka's probably going to make an appearance, maybe Captain Rex. People are saying that they're seeing Boba Fett's jetpack on the back of the Mandalorian's.
But that was announced, actually, that the actor that played him.
That he's in it.
Yeah, he's in it in Clone Wars.
But he could be Captain Rex. He could be.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He could be any number of.
He could be any of the clones. Yeah, not
They
necessarily.
all look alike.
He may be Boba Fett, may not. But people are saying that they're seeing Boba Fett's jetpack and helmet in the scene where he's on the speeder bike thing.
Okay.
Which
Maybe play more than one character.
that'd be cool. But yeah, I like
that actor must be
the
loving
cast.
it. He's like, being cast as a clone is fantastic.
Oh,
They're all me.
Oh,
he's dad. He's Aquaman's dad. He's good. He's set.
I can do conventions for the rest of my life.
yes, it's true.
Yeah.
But so it comes out October 30th, right?
Day before Halloween.
Yeah. Did they announce it? Are they doing it like once a week? Like last
I would
time?
imagine that's what they did the last time.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
And I thought I also read
subscribers.
that the WandaVision show is supposed to be this fall as well.
Really?
Yeah, that's supposed to be this year.
Well, give us a trailer.
Yep. So that might be dropping soon.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I kind of hope they wait till after Mandalorian's finished and then do that.
Yeah, which I guess that would put it coming on like beginning of December, something like that.
Yeah.
How many episodes are they doing for Mandalorian?
Well, last year it was 8. So, geez, if it starts the end of October, that'll take it almost all the way to Christmas.
Yeah, it may overlap then. But I just didn't like when Disney Plus first started. It's like they had all their new shows like coming out like every Friday at the same time, and they all kind of like got done about the same time, and then it was
like now. There's really nothing new on.
Yeah, every now and then they'll do like a movie or something.
Yeah,
movies.
But,
all right. Well, there we go. I'm glad we remembered that. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ray.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. Well, then we'll definitely have you back for The Mandalorian. We can break it down. Maybe we'll do since it's a weekly thing, maybe we'll do a weekly segment of reviewing The Mandalorian. Sounds like time filler. Yeah. No, that'll be
probably
fun.
better than talking about The Flash.
Oh, way better. I didn't watch.
Not sure if you guys still do that or not, but
no, I haven't seen.
I tapped that on Flash like a while back.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm about probably the only one that still watches it.
I watched it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was up on it. Yeah.
I'm way behind.
I think.
Anyways, all right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Katrin. Thank you, Ryan. I don't know.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you for all our listeners and watchers on YouTube, viewers. Yeah, viewers is a better word than watchers on YouTube. But make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that fun jazz on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. And then join our group on Facebook, I Am Group, or check us out on Twitter and Instagram at I Am Geek Show. And then check out our website, IamGeekShow.com. And we will be talking with you next week. This has been episode 164 of I Am Geek.